Hey guys, Heather here, Double Diamond Networks distributor, and I'm coming to you literally minutes before I go to bed. My hair is up in a mess. I'm in a hoodie. I have no makeup on. But before I bombard my channel with all of the goodness that came out of conference this last weekend in Tampa, It Works loyal customer referral program benefits, amping up a huge amount of bonuses available for new distributors and existing distributors. New website, new products. There's tons of super fun stuff, and I'm like totally stoked to be out of conference. I literally, like last weekend, was in Tampa, where it was sort of warm, and now I'm back in Indiana, and we're in the middle of a stinking blizzard, and it's about to drop to -40 after the wind chill. So, kind of wishing I was back in Tampa. Anyway, I wanted to take a second before I put those things up just to do a video kind of heart to heart. And I'm speaking to, not that I can't be speaking to men. So if you're a man, don't just like jet off the channel because I say this. But I want to talk to women. And specifically, I want to talk to moms. And even if you're not a mom, this still applies to you. So you can keep listening too. But specifically to moms. I want to tell you about me really quick. I am a single stay-at-home mom. 2 little boys, one who's in 1st grade and one who is 3. He's not in school. And when I first became a single mom, I worried. I don't want to have to send him to daycare, but how am I going to pay my bills? It Works before I was divorced was just a part-time thing for me. It was just a couple extra $100 a month. So, it wasn't something that I had full faith in that I could make into a full-time thing. But then when I was faced with really, that's just it. Let me take a little side tangent here for a second. Every time in life when you're at a crossroads, you don't know which way to take. You're at a fork in the road. And it's a hard decision because neither way is going to be comfortable. You decide which things are more comfortable than others. They may not be the most ideal, but they're a little more comfortable than the other. So I was at this fork in the road. I was divorced. And my options were to get a job, because how else was I going to pay to support my kids and myself, or figure out a way to be able to stay home with my kids so that I could keep doing it the way that I'd been doing it. Because before I was divorced, I was a stay-at-home mom and I didn't need to worry about income. Now I was faced with a decision where I needed to. And so for me, there was no question. I was used to staying home with my kids. My kids were used to me being home all the time. I wasn't going to let them down, and it wasn't what I wanted to do. I didn't want a job. And that may sound lazy, but really, anybody who has a job, you're just conditioned to think you need a job. You don't need a job. There's millions of ways to make money. You don't need a job. You're just conditioned to think that. And I wasn't. So I thought, I'm going to have to amp up It Works. People are making millions of dollars with It Works. I'm no different. Why can't I? And so that's when I decided to take It Works seriously 100% full time. I had gone from when I first started, I didn't even have my money to sign up and buy my kit when I first started, honestly. I pre-sold my wraps so that I could have the $100 to sign up. And I thought, I'll be happy if I get, an extra $100 a month, just for fun stuff. And then it grew because I saw that I had some team members being added and whatnot, and I was getting a commission. And so I'd say I amped it up to 50%. But it still wasn't a full-time income for me. As things started getting rocky, I started stepping it up more and more and more, and I was probably at 80% before the divorce. And so it wasn't that big of a jump for me to decide, okay, this is all there is. This is what I got to do. This is what's going to have to happen for me to be able to stay home with my kids as a single mom. And so I just did it. It was like something that I thought that I couldn't do before. I thought, no, network marketing, that's not a full-time thing. It's just a part-time thing. But when it needed to be a full-time thing for me, my eyes were opened completely. So here I am, big red flashing light for you. That should be big flashing red lights. Like if I had the techie know-how to make big flashing lights on the screen right now, I totally would. This is a light bulb moment for you. Just turn your ears on. Listen to what I say. I am a single stay-at-home mom, and It Works is all I do. I just bought a new house. Not brand new, but new to me. And plenty big and nice and lovely and wonderful. I like every part of it. My car is paid off. I just came back from a 5-day trip to Florida. How many of you can go to Florida? Probably have to ask your boss for a day off, or a couple days off, right? or you probably don't have the money to go because it's an extra expense, right? I have such a heart for people who just think that a job is the only way there is, who think that dropping their kids off at the daycare is just the norm. Like, it makes me feel like sad when I see people, like, I'm able to take my kid to school every day and I pass a daycare on the way. Or I used to. I don't anymore because we go a different way, but I used to pass a daycare. And I would see all these moms unloading their kids in the mornings to take them off to daycare. And I thought, oh, I could never. I've never had to take my kids to daycare ever. And I wanted to make sure that continued after I was divorced. And because if it works, I can't. And so to me, I'm just like, it's my personal mission. Like, coming out of conference, I felt like it was just laid on my heart that I'm in this for a reason. And a big reason is to help people see that you don't have to do that just because that's what everybody else does. Just because everybody else drops their kid off at daycare and misses their kid doesn't mean you have to. There's a better way. And I want to help you. You're scared. You're scared that you can't do it. You're scared that you think it's not for you. You're scared or you think that only I could do that or you couldn't do that. All I gotta tell you, I'm nothing special. And I'm not rolling in money by any means. By any means. I know that the potential is there and I know that that's where I'm going because my team is growing every day. But for me, rolling in money at this point in my life, I could care less, honestly. I'm able to stay home with my kids. So to me, it's not a question of money. It's a question of time. How much time are you spending away from your kids? And by just putting in part-time effort with It Works on my team where I would help you grow and help you learn all the tips and tools that you need, what you could do part-time, which would eventually end up with you being able to go full-time with It Works from home, quit your job, and be home with your babies all day long. I'm a single, stay-at-home mom who just took a 5-day trip to Florida. Like, just bought a new house. Has a paid-off car. I mean, I still have bills. I have credit card debt. I have student loan debt. But I'm slowly working that down, because of It Works. So I figured, before I went into adding too many more videos about the bonuses and how great it is to be a distributor and, what the new loyal customer perks are and what a loyal customer even is, or, all about the products, which those are all kind of on my channel anyway, but there's some new stuff that just came out. Before I really got into uploading all those videos and bombarding you guys with that, I wanted to just talk heart to heart. I know that a lot of people who are watching this channel have to either be distributors already, which, hey guys, one team, one mission. But if you're not a distributor, you're probably a woman and you might be a mom. And so I just wanted to speak to you guys. Like, it's not about money and it's not about whether you can or can't do it. It's about whether or not you want to. You have to decide that you want time with your kids. You have to decide that you will devote part-time effort to something that can be a full-time income. And if you want to do that and you want to grow with me on my team, I'm all for it and I'm here to help. I love you guys. Bye.